The housing market has been crashing down, it seems. How much wiggle room do buyers really have right now? Today, we're going to get into it. First, we need you guys to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss an update because, like I said earlier, it's changing on a week-by-week basis. Let's get into today. So,
if you guys are a buyer out there and you have to move, right? We've told you guys to take your time to kind of wait it out if you are wanting to move. But if you have to move, maybe you're getting kicked out of your apartment, maybe you're getting an extra baby, divorce, whatever. Let's talk about the strategies and techniques that you guys need to make sure that you are in the best position possible to buy in this market. So, first things first, Michelle.
Yeah.
When someone's making an offer, what are some factors that we look at that will help them decide how low they could potentially offer a seller?
Well, the first things first is the buyer's agent should always call the listing agent and see if there's any offers on the table. That's one factor. The second one is how long it's been on the market.
Yes.
That's a big one. I mean, if it's been on there for 60 days, that kind of tells us as the buyer's agent, these people are probably getting a little desperate. I hate to use that word, but that's probably where they're at. And the next thing is current market conditions. So if interest rates just went up a ton, that's not good news for that listing. If they just went down, however, they might get multiple offers.
And remember, the news that is scaring you as a buyer of interest rates going up is also scaring the seller.
Yeah.
They're hearing it too. And so I know it stinks when rates go from 5 to 6 or 6 to freaking 7. Gosh dang it.
Yeah.
But when that happens, you can use that to your advantage to negotiate the price even lower. And just to kind of give you guys some, rough statistics for you, depending on price range and interest rate and stuff like that, when rates go up 1%, prices have kind of got to drop close to 80 or 90,000 to compensate for that 1% increase.
That's crazy.
So keep that in mind when the house pops up. And I think one of the other rules that I'll say is, don't be so attached to one house that you feel like you have to get it.
Yes.
I think that's a lot of people's problem is when the market is what it is today, you have to be flexible and go with the best deal versus what your heart wants the most.
Yeah, you almost have to buy a house with your head instead of your heart.
Thank you. That's a much better way to say it.
And that can be really hard, especially if it's like your first house or something.
It can. But guess what is not so fun is if you buy that house and you go to resell it from 2 years.
Yeah.
And now you're underwater and you can't sell it.
Then you're going to have a broken heart.
And you can't move. Then you're going to have a really broken heart. And you're going to say to yourself, gosh dang it, why didn't I think smarter? So, and the reason for that is because you might find that perfect house and that seller might understand that the market is going down.
Yeah.
But guess what? They just might not be in a hurry.
Yeah.
They just might not be that motivated to sell. And so even though you might offer 30 grand less, they're still not even going to take it. Yeah. They're not going to lower their price anytime soon. It's just being a stubborn seller. And guess what? They have that right to be stubborn if they want to. But if you have your eyes on 4 or 5 homes that you're potentially making offers on or that you're thinking about offering on, trust me, 1 or 2 of those sellers is going to be very motivated because of the fear that they're hearing about rates, about recessions, about the economy. And so you guys can use that to your advantage to get a good deal.
100%.
Because Michelle, as of today, beginning of October, how much do we think prices are probably going to go down over the next couple months if rates stay this high?
Ooh, over the next couple of months? I mean, I'm going to say 5 to 10%.
Yeah.
I would say.
I'm going to put it closer to 5%.
Okay.
But that 5% drop, that's what you should at least be trying to negotiate. So, if it's a $500,000 house, 5%, that's going to be $25,000 that you're going to want off list price. That way, if you can get that lower 25 grand and it does go down 5% and then it starts to go back up, you're good.
Yes.
You're not underwater. You're not underwater. You're just right there in the middle to where you got a good deal versus buying a house at retail price. 3-4 months go bound and now you're underwater.
Yeah.
That's a really tough pill to swallow
Absolutely.
for some of you guys that absolutely have to buy.
Absolutely.
Any other advice before you let them go?
honestly, just watch the market, watch inventory levels, watch interest rates. Over the next probably 4 months, you guys have a really, really good opportunity to get a killer deal. But as we said, just use your brain, not your feelings. So make sure you guys like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys later.